an officer will always have to continuously evaluate and assess the situation because it can change quickly.
This past year, Manitoba's Independent Investigations Unit launched 11 inquiries into officer-related shootings all over Manitoba. And with these shootings come calls from the community to find a different way. Did officers need to fire? Could they have made a different choice? A former Manitoba RCMP officer with more than 2 decades on the force is sharing his expertise in the shootings and the criticism.
It's one of the worst nightmares that an officer would ever want to have to do. No officer wants to start their shift wanting to take someone's life.
Jimmy Dow reviewed public footage of the Independent Investigation Unit's most recent inquiry from November, when an officer was allegedly stabbed in the throat by a man who was shot by police and died from his wounds. Dow says the key moment for him is when the suspect moves towards officers.
In that 30 seconds, you have to make that decision. And it's unfortunate that lethal use of force was used. But it was, to me, that's what I would have done.
Dow says officers are trained to shoot the torso, the largest part of the body, because even standing 5 feet away, an officer can easily miss. Reports have been released saying that the suspect was battling addiction and mental health issues, but Dow says because the man was armed, there was no chance of having a mental health expert join officers on the call.
The police can't put a civilian in harm's way in a call where there may be weapons involved.
Ultimately, Dow hopes people can understand many officers are just trying to protect the public as best as they can.
So hopefully that the public can understand how difficult it is trying to decide during that 30 seconds, right, that if I'm willing to take someone's life or not.
In Winnipeg, Joanne Roberts, City News.